I just got done processing the last of my butternut squash that I grew this year, and I have the remaining scraps left over here along with some of the seeds that I saved from the squash. I cut out just the bad parts of the last couple squash that were starting to go soft, so I thought it was time to cut them up and peel them and get them ready for freezer storage. I have a big bowl of just the few remaining that I cut up here that are ready to go right in the freezer, and I have a ton. I've been eating squash for about the last 6 months that I grew just from a couple seeds, couple handful of plants here. I harvested them when they were green and yellow and even darker yellow, and I grew about 25 of them total. It was a lot of squash that I then put in my pantry, and over time they actually all matured and got to the point where they were edible and not in the green state. I only had two that were rotten and that got too soft and were too rotten to eat. The rest were totally fine, and I thought that was a pretty good outcome for just putting them in my pantry and not doing anything else to protect them, just letting them sit there. But with the remaining squash, I've been making all kinds of things like butternut squash soup and some mixtures of cashew cheese and squash together. And I think I'll still have enough squash for the next couple months. I have the seeds from the biggest squash that I'm going to plant, and I've already started some of them in some of my container indoor plants, so I can take those when the time comes and plant them outside.